Give it up one more time for our poly class. They did fantastic. All right, guys. Now enjoy this wonderful video put together by our diversity committee.
So diversity. When you hear that word, what do you think of? Is Westlake diverse? Believe it or not, so diversity. When you hear that word, what do you think of? Is Westlake diverse? Believe it or not, we are. We have students here at Westlake who come from all kinds of backgrounds, cultures, ethnicities, religion, and race.
My name is Elena Payares and I'm from Colombia, Barranquilla.
I'm Theo Burdett. I'm from Liberia.
My name is Alex Agar. I come from Eritrea in East Africa.
Can you imagine coming here to the United States, to Utah, to Westlake High School, not knowing anybody, not speaking English? How hard that would be?
Learning English is very difficult because when you came you don't have anything before, it's very hard to start.
My first impression in the USA was the freedom that you can feel in this country. I mean, it's different from my country. When I was learning English, it was very hard. I didn't know any word at the beginning, but with the school and my friends, they were teaching me with the time.
I feel that the teachers are very open and they don't really judge me on my race or where I'm from, and they just accept me who I am.
It's amazing that you have teachers that's helping you, they know where you come from, and they're like, no, it's okay, this is how it works. It's kind of like feeling like you're at home when you're in Westlake and everybody cares about everyone.
For me, I think Westlake is just the perfect school for me because I see like all the students and teacher and the leaders are so like respectful for all the students.
Diversity is good. It's what makes Westlake great.
It was a privilege coming here because my whole lifetime here down in Liberia, we talked about the US like it was heaven, like it was a great place. So when I first came here, I was really excited and coming to have the privileges and everything here. So I don't mind Westlake, like I like it because I like getting education is a privilege. But one thing I think is really exciting about Westlake is that the teachers and the students, people at Westlake has gotten too used to saying the N-word, and these days it doesn't mean anything when kids say it. So. And I don't appreciate that. They say it in class and stuff, and the teachers don't even care anymore. So it's like, it's pretty bad.
Just because someone looks different than us, wasn't born in the US, or even doesn't sound like us, let's recognize and respect one another's differences. Celebrate diversity.
I like Westlake. It's a nice school. The teachers are very, very nice. When I need help with my English, they can help me, and they're very good persons, like the students.
hecho ya y la verdad me da igual. Tú, el perro de siempre, los mismos trucos. Ya me lo sé. Así que corre, 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 corazón. De los dos tú siempre fuiste el más veloz. Toma todo lo que quieras, pero vete ya. Que mis lágrimas jamás te voy a dar. Han sido tantas despedidas que en verdad dedicarte un verso más está de más. Así que corre como siempre, no iré detrás. Lo has hecho ya y la verdad me da igual. Lo has hecho ya y la verdad me da igual. Lo has hecho ya, pero al final me da igual.
So that song is called Gore by Jessie and Joy. It's about a girl who feels unloved by her significant other, so she feels like she has to let go of him. And if you guys want, there is an English version of it, and it's just called Run by Jessie and Joy.
Dominican Republic.
El Salvador.
I'm from Colombia.
Panama. Dominican Republic.
El Salvador.
I'm from Colombia.
Peru. I'm Mexican and Guatemalan.
Mexican.
Chile, Mexico.
I'm from Colombia, Barranquilla.
Dominican Republic.
El Salvador.
I'm from Colombia.
Panama. Half Puerto Rican, half Guatemalan. And I'm from Utah. Peru.
Chile, Mexico.
I'm from Colombia, Barranquilla.
I'm from Peru.
It's important to know your culture so you can always remember who you are.
It's important to know where your grandparents and parents came from
Because I want to pass my culture and tradition to my children.
It's what sets you apart and makes you unique.
If you don't know anything about your country, you don't know anything about your family.
Unfortunately, some people think that they're embarrassed because their culture, and they're scared to say where they're from.
You shouldn't be ashamed of your culture because it makes up of who you are.
Embrace the fact that you're unique.
You should feel special and proud of where you're from. Have pride in your family and culture.
Our culture is part of us, and like everything about us, it should be celebrated.
I think the reason a lot of people want to hide where they really come from is because of all the stereotypes that people have.
A stereotype is that all Latinos are drug dealers and gang members, but I'm in school to learn and get my diploma.
People say that because I speak Spanish, I'm from Mexico, but there are 21 other countries that speak Spanish in the world.
I like to play soccer, not just because I'm Mexican, because I like to play it.
Because English isn't my first language, I'm less intelligent, but I am a 3.9 GPA student. Not all Latinos have dark hair and brown skin. I have blonde hair and white skin, and I'm Latina.
That everyone thinks that all Latinas are maids, but I'm actually getting certified to become a medical assistant.
Because I'm an immigrant, I'm less of a person than you. But just because I was born in another country doesn't mean I'm inferior.
Many may think of immigrants in a negative way and think they come to do harm, but really people from other countries love and are thankful for America more than even some Americans.
Me moví a los Estados Unidos para aprender un nuevo idioma y tener mejores oportunidades.
Yo nací en Estados Unidos, pero mis papás no, y cuando mi papá falleció nos mudamos a Venezuela y regresamos a los Estados Unidos por la mala situación que Venezuela tiene y para un mejor futuro.
So don't judge someone. Maybe because the color.
Or because they didn't know perfect English.
Appreciate and respect other cultures because at the end of the day, we're all human.
It can be tough sometimes during holidays to not have family around, but that's the sacrifice that a lot of immigrants take to be here. So don't judge somebody. Maybe because the color does.
Or because we don't know perfect English. Appreciate and respect others' cultures because at the end of the day, we're all human.
All right, guys, we still have a lot of performances to go. Next up, we have our ballroom performing a samba for you guys. After them, we'll have our Chinese class performing their song, Welcome to Beijing. Then after them, we have WDC performing their dance, My Race. And afterwards, we'll have our choir performing an African piece called Baba Yetu. So give it up.
race, my race, my race. My race, more than the color of my skin or the language I speak, more than a 5 or 10K, more than a run in the park or waiting for the sound of the gun to blast to activate my stride, my step, my course, destiny in the making, purpose for the taking, awakened in a season where I'd forsaken the reason for my being, the reason for my seeing, the reason for my hearing, my speaking, my life, my choice, my longing to dispose of a comfort and a fear that's recycled and reused me for too long. Too many tears not poured into the right soil, the right soul. Too many years not reaping the right harvest, the right mind set in my ways. Reevaluating my calling because I couldn't calculate it. Reconsidering convenience because I couldn't handle the leaving of home. The known for the unknown. The digital follow-me's that have kept me at ease. Appeasing the heart of me. Keeping the real followers at a distance for the scarred of me. Status quos, FB statuses for real life and unpredictable challenges to grow and break the rest of me. Realizing I lost part of me in the process, part of me in the nonsense, part of me to get sense but not change. My life is worth more than dreams that keep me dreaming and people waiting. Keep me waiting and people dreaming. About a love so deep it keeps them gasping, it keeps them gasping, it keeps them gasping. So I go.
Amina baba yetu yetulia njina la kaweli tukuzwe. Utupe leo chakula chetu tunachohitaji utusamehe makosa yetu kama nasi tunavyowasamehe wale utukosea. Usituti katika majaribu lakini utuokoe na yule muovu wa milele.
Amina
utupeleo chocolate tu tunacho hitai utasamehe makosa yetu kama nasi tunavyowasamehe wale utukosea usituti katika majaribu lakini utokoe na yule muovu milele.
Wait, oh, hi guys. My name is Ryan Summers and I'm your president of iChat here at Westlake. And I'm so excited to introduce to you guys my cousin Micah Hanneman. Okay, so here's some stuff about him. He was born in 1994 in Hawaii. He was the third boy in a family of 5 boys and a girl. He loves sports and snowboarding and surfing. He plays safety for BYU going into his senior season. He played varsity football and baseball at Lone Peak. In his senior year in 2011, he was part of a 14-0 football state championship team. He served an LDS mission in Carlsbad, California after playing his freshman year at BYU. He was in the first group of 18-year-olds to serve just 3 months after the age change. Served in multiple positions, including DL, ZL, and assistant to the president. He is a very positive and active man and an entrepreneur to his own clothing business while still in college. He was cut from the Lone Peak 9th grade A football team. And guys, he is single and available to all of your older sisters.
Hello? Dang, I can't see anyone. That's perfect. Ryan kind of tricked me. I thought this was just going to be like her little club, but it's the whole school, or somewhat of the whole school. But Westlake is dope. This is a dope assembly. I went to Lone Peak. Westlake, I'm old. I graduated in 2012, so Westlake was 4A when I graduated, or else you guys might have beat us on that 14-0 season. But Lone Peak's a good school though. We moved from Hawaii when I was little. Hawaii's a lot different than over here. Hawaii's almost like another country. But I love this assembly. I love that kid that said, the Hispanic kid that said, I play soccer because I love to play soccer, not because I'm Mexican. And that's all. I play football because I love to play football, but I'm not a football player. That's just something that I love to do, so I do it. And I love to do a lot of things. I just love to be active. I love life. I love cultures. I think it's important to remember the difference between race and culture. That's why I like this assembly. You're talking a lot about culture, different cultures. My culture, my dad is Samoan and my mom is Irish, and my dad is also German. So I'm like a fourth Samoan, Irish, German. Those are my races. I'm sorry, those are my races. But my culture mostly comes up from my Samoan side because I was born over there in Hawaii. And at Lone Peak, it's less diverse than over here. Lone Peak, I'm considered Polynesian. Over here, I'd be considered white because my skin is white. But Lone Peak's a little bit different. There's about 10 of us that are different colors over there. But I have some stuff that I wrote down, but I'm just gonna be short with my talk or with this speech. So yeah, when I was in ninth grade, I think that's when I figured out that football is just a game, you know, and it's the same thing with life. Life is crazy. You're born, right? And as a little kid, you don't see color, you just see people. And you start hanging out with people that like doing the same things that you like to do. If you like to sing, you start hanging out with those people that like to sing. If you like to play sports, your friends become those people that play sports. If you like to draw, then those people that are artists become your friends. And that starts when you're little. But then this world that we're born in, most of us here in America, teaches us that there's a hierarchy, some sort of hierarchy in this life, which is false. There's no hierarchy. Difference is different. If you're different, you're different. It doesn't mean that's bad that you're different. It doesn't mean that you're better because you're different. It just means you're different. And the only thing that really matters, the only thing that unites us all is positivity. I write this thing on my arm before every game, PACE. And PACE means a lot to me. It means positive attitude changes everything. It's an acronym. And one thing that this assembly that we've seen a lot is every culture has their things, and the things that, when you think of cultures, when you think of the Polynesian culture, you think of their singing and their dancing and their food and other things. When you think of the Hispanic culture, you think of their food also, and you think of their singing and then dancing, and the things that make us happy is what we think about, and when we think about culture. And there's things that are tied to culture that mean a lot to those people of that culture, but culture is something that you're not born with your culture, you're born with your race. You have no choice on what color your skin is. You have no choice on who your parents are when you're born. You have no choice on where you're born, but you have a choice of your culture. And culture is something that you shouldn't be selfish with. That's the problem that I've seen. I live with a black kid, I live with a Mexican kid, I live with 2 white kids, I live with a Polynesian kid, and then myself. That's who I live with. They're all my teammates, and I play with those guys, and I love those guys. When I was at Lone Peak, I didn't like some of the guys that I live with because I was at Lone Peak and they went to different schools. But now when you see the bigger picture, and that's my message to you guys is, when you look at the bigger picture, like when you look at the world, there's really one race, the human race. Bob Marley is my favorite singer, One Love. And that's what Bob Marley teaches, because he understands that bigger picture. I don't know if all you guys know a lot about Bob Marley, but he was born in Jamaica, but since he was half white, he was judged. He didn't have any friends in Jamaica because he was half white. Because over there, he's white. He's not considered black in Jamaica. He was considered white. And those people over there judged him because of the color of his skin. So because of that, he was able to see both sides. He was able to see the white side of the culture and his Jamaican side and other things. And I feel like that helped him gain a lot of the things that he taught us. But that's pretty much my message to you guys is we're all, don't be selfish with your culture. If you guys have little groups of, we have this culture, we have this culture. I saw all types of races and colors and cultures up here dancing and singing. And I think that's important, that to remember the things that unite us all. The things that unite us all is we all want to be happy, right? We all want to be happy. We all want to be loved. We all want to have fun. And the things that separate us is us thinking that our culture is better than someone else's culture, or our race is better than someone else's race, which isn't true. Remember what I said, it's just different. And different doesn't mean you're better. Different doesn't mean you're worse. Different just means that you're different. And if there's one thing that you can remember from me speaking, then it's that. And that's all I have for you guys. But thanks for letting me come, Westlake.
Okay, thank you so much, all you guys, for coming. Remember, the culture is so important. Embrace it, and go back to class. Okay, thank you.